Hello. Our today's topic of discussion will be about juvenile delinquency, and that word actually means that a type of criminal or offensive activities which was done by a child. And in this case, the definition of child is any person, or we can say any person below the age of 16 years in terms of boys. And if we talk about the girls, then the age will be less than 18 years of age. And uh, and if we try to compare the similar types of activities which was done by the adult person, then they will have to bear the offenses, or we can say bear the consequences. And there will be some types of actions will be taken against them. But that is not the case with the juvenile delinquency, because it's an inside out topic. And there was a quote which was said by Mahatma Gandhi, and he said that if every saint has a past, then every criminal has a future. So we all should handle these types of cases of child delinquency in a very delicate manner. And we should take care of the people who done any type of criminal activities under the child delinquency, because we know that they are still growing up people, they are budding. And we cannot say that they are grown up, so there is a scope of improvement in them. uh, so we can improve their future by doing some types of activities for them, for their betterment, for their better future, so their future can be changed. They are not some like the people who are grown up that cannot be changed, that we can be changed. That is why they are put under a special category of that. And if we look at the criminal background of any person, if any person committed some types of criminal activities, then if you look at the background of the people, you will definitely find there is some connection of a people's criminal activities and his childhood. And so if a person did something wrong in his childhood, and there was a something which he did in his childhood related to the crime and any type of offense, then definitely these things will reflect in his future in terms of the criminal activities which he do in their lifetime. And and if we look at the things, or we can say the particular activities related to the different nations, like if we compare the developing nations with the developed nations, you will find a lot of changes. Like for the developing nation, the crime rates are a little bit increased compared to the developed nations. And if we talk about the data given by the National Crime Records Bureau, then there were around 31,000 cases related to the juvenile delinquency. And in 2018, and Maharashtra accounts for the 19% of the cases of juvenile delinquency. And most of the cases of that included the robbery and theft, but there are also the cases also included in the criminal offenses, like murder, kidnapping, and burglary. And all these types of cases are also there. Mm. And now let us talk about what are the causes of the child delinquency. And these actually embedded, or we can say this happened. And the causes actually at every social structure and every social stage. There can be different types of reasons, like the irrationality of a person, and his behavior, his parents behavior, his bringing up. And there can be a lot of causes, and I would like to share with you one by one the causes of the child delinquency. The first one case of the cause of child delinquency is the irrational behavior. And in research, it was said by the psychologists that sometimes child, they think that what things they are doing is actually good, and they feel really good when they something type of something criminal offenses type things. And they don't able to understand that there are some types of difference between good activities and bad activities, so their mind cannot be able to identify the good things from the bad things. So that is a rational behavior of them. Okay. And the next cause of that is the social disassociation. Okay. We know that in the past there were joint families, but if we talk about today's time, there are nuclear types or nuclear families. And if we talk about the joint family, then every person, or we can say every child of a family, they felt somewhat connected to the other members of their family. But in a nuclear family in today's time, mostly the parents, they do some types of jobs, so it is very much difficult for their children to find a connection with the parents. So they try to find the connections with people outside their home, and we can easily able to think that if the other person will be a bad one and he have bad qualities, then what will be the impact on our child's behavior and their activities? That will be definitely different. Okay. And the third one is the bad company. We know that companies also play a very important part in a person's success and his behavior and his activities. If you surround yourself with those types of people who are indulged in some types of criminal offenses or criminal activity, then we will be able to identify easily that what would be the future of a person. Okay. So that is also a case of the child delinquency. And now I would like to share with you some external factors of that. These were some of the theoretical factors, but now I would share some external factors. And the first one is the environment of a family, of a children's, where he or she live. And we know that environment also plays a very important part in a child's behavior and his activities. And we know if a children is always surrounded by types of things like in the home, when we know that there are different types of things in today's time like TV, internet connections. And if you will find that what if you are thinking, if the family person are watching something different, like and they are watching some things on internet which is not very good for the child's for their child's grown, for the child's behavior and their well-being. So definitely these things will impact them. We know that there are a lot of content which the parents are now consuming without even thinking that what would be the impact of these content on the child's behavior. Even without thinking that, they try to watch all these types of things which can have a bad impact on their child's behavior and their social well-being. So that is also the cause. And the second cause is the neighborhood. Neighborhood, actually we know that a child, he actually learns everything from his neighborhood, from seeing different types of people doing different types of things. So people actually watch people and then they learn the things from the neighborhood. So if the neighborhood will be a bad, and if your neighborhood will be filled with those persons who are actually who have very bad qualities, so what will be the impact on your child if your child will spend their time with those people? So that will be disastrous for them if your neighborhood is not good and people are not good there. Okay. And the third one is guardian's behavior. And in the guardian comes the people who actually take care of the children. These can be the parents, okay, the teachers, and any type of person or children who do not have parents. Then in a family, the family members, they take care of the children. So these can be called as guardians. And I have seen in a lot of families that uh, sometimes the parents or the guardians, they do different types of activities even without thinking, even without thinking about what will be the impact of these activities on their children, like their rude behavior, their way of comparing themselves with other people, with other children. And I have also seen in my family that sometimes parents, they try to compare ourselves with other people, with other if someone is doing good, then parents, they compare their own children with other person, that he has done something good but you are not still able to do something. So that is also, and their rude behavior, they do not understand what are the requirements of the children. And in today's time, I don't think that a lot of parents, they are like friends, but the need is that the parents should be like a friend who actually know about different programs and all the types of need of the children. So they should be definitely able to identify the things correctly, and then will change the things in the children. And definitely these things will have a good impact on child's behavior and what activities they do. Okay. So these all steps will be, I think, good for decreasing the child delinquency and the crimes which are done by the juveniles. Okay. Now let us move forward to the news, or we can say that the acts, the laws which are there. And there is a law which is called as Juvenile Justice Act 2000. And there was also the same act which was previously present in the 1986, but there were some amendments done, and then it was passed in 2000 and was called as Juvenile Justice Act 2000. And this law actually cope up with all the types of juvenile related crimes done by the childs, and what will be the impact of these, and they actually look at the well-being of a juvenile, their behaving, their social behavior, and if they done something wrong, then they also look into the matter of their welfare, and their improvement, their social behavior and well-being. So this act look into the matter of the juvenile delinquents and the crimes done by the children. So this was about the child delinquency, and hope you all guys understand it well. And if you think that you like the video and you have got something from the video, do not forget to share, subscribe, and press the bell icon. Okay, and also do not forget to share your precious reviews about me, that what things you want to improve, and that I have to improve in myself. Okay, so that I will be able to deliver a better speech, deliver content to you all. Okay, thank you. Have a nice day. Thank you. Jai Hind.